Wait, you can't hide. Alicia, you have to be on camera.
Okay, here I am.
Okay, we're trying to figure out how to do this all. We've been like, how do we squeeze ourselves into a frame? Hi, Alicia.
Hi.
We've also been like, should we put a filter or not? We've also played with our hair like 12 million times.
I never like being on camera, so this is super fun.
You look amazing always. And just for those that don't know, Alicia's always the most stylish person I know, like on set every single time. Thank you for wanting to do this, Alicia.
It's my pleasure. This is super fun.
I'm excited for everyone to get to know you, to get to know about your business, to hear about how it all has come and is continuing to kind of unfold. And
not full-fledged yet, but
we'll
get there.
That's a great time to talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so thank you all for submitting all of your questions.
Yeah.
There's an amazing assortment, and it seems like this was a topic that everyone's really excited to talk about because we all have hobbies and passions that we would love to make into something more.
Yeah.
But it's a little scary to do so.
It is scary, and it's still scary, and it's going to be scary because I haven't gotten to where I want to be yet, but it's fun. I mean,
it's a journey, right?
It was a hobby. A hobby that I'm trying to make into more. Yeah.
First and foremost, Alicia, tell everyone who you are.
Oh, my name is Alicia Rothman, and I met Danielle. I worked on Station 19. I was an on-set prop master, and we just became friends pretty early on, season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right off the bat.
And Danielle and I take photographs a lot. I like to take photographs.
She's a phenomenal
I love traveling and I
photographer.
love taking photographs, and it's just something I've always done. And over the past couple of years, Danielle and Jason George and some other people have encouraged me to do more with my photography. So that's what
I was gonna say. I was like, we specifically did it in front of this wall because as many people have seen a lot of these pictures on my wall. Alicia, point to which ones are yours.
This one.
Yep.
This one.
Yep.
I took that.
Yep.
You took that out of the car.
The bison. Yeah, of course.
This one was
Utah.
These are all pretty much, and
the top one's Alaska. That one's different. But then this one,
yeah. And then But most of them were taken when we decided to take a road trip early on in the pandemic.
Yep.
When we were getting just completely stir crazy. So we decided to go on a road trip, and we got an amazing trip and lots of pictures.
Lots of photos.
I know, I was just going through a bunch of them recently because I'm trying to pick photos to post so people can, hopefully purchase them if they like them. But going through all of our pictures, there was so many. Am I allowed to swear? I almost said.
Yeah, you're allowed to swear. I mean, I swear before.
So fucking many pictures that you took.
You're like, oh my gosh, I have to go through them all.
What do I do with this? Yeah. But now I figure out I can do something with them now. So.
Well, I want to take it back a second and say, can you explain to people what props is for those that don't know? Ignore that. Hopefully that didn't bump anyone. Okay, sorry. Continue. What are props?
Props are anything that an actor touches in a scene. So if this is a scene, that would be the prop. So I know a little bit about a lot of things. On Station 19, I had to learn everything about being a firefighter, which is super fun, and I still know it. So, but
and what other shows have you worked on in the past? Because you have a very, very, very long resume of shows, amazing shows that you've been on.
Yeah, before Station 19, I did another Shondaland show called The Catch, which I loved. It was so fun. Before that, it was Happy Endings comedy.
Yeah,
which
I remember that.
I missed doing comedy. Before that, I was on Nip Tuck for almost the whole run, 6 seasons of that. Before that, 6 Feet Under, Scrubs. I was really excited that Scrubs is getting a reboot. Unfortunately, they're shooting it in Vancouver, so.
So locals only.
Yeah, we didn't get that, but.
And then what? The one I loved back in the day.
Felicity.
Yes, I love that one.
Felicity was one of the first long-running TV show. That was on that for 3 seasons. Yeah.
I think that's how long it lasted, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was on for 4. I came in on the 2nd season.
Was it on for 4? I always am
Yeah.
amazed that I always thought it went so much longer than it did, but then you find out it only went a couple.
We did
3 or 4.
24 episodes
A
season.
season, yeah.
So it was. We did.
Which doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah. I don't think we hit 100, but
Got close.
yeah, it got close.
So yeah, I just
Yeah.
I just want everyone to know kind of more. I know it's hard for all of us, especially people from behind that are behind the camera usually to present themselves to the world. So
Yeah,
I wanted
there's
to
a reason why we're behind the camera.
stop it. I usually don't have the practice that all us actors have constantly being interviewed, but I just wanted to make sure people understood who you were and where are you from?
I was born in Los Angeles, but I was raised in Seattle. So I was raised in Seattle, so that came in handy when I worked on a show that took place in Seattle for 7 seasons.
Did you always know you wanted to work on sets to some capacity, even from a young age?
Yes. I knew I wanted to be in the industry. I didn't know what departments, what jobs were available, but when I was a kid watching all the movies that I loved, I knew I wanted to be either someone on set, because I would watch a lot of the making of videos back in the day. I'm older. But it seemed like the people who were having the most fun with the actors and stuff on set were the people who were handing them the props and the stunt people. So I wanted to be either a stunt person or props. So
2 vastly different
Very
on-set
different.
professions.
Yeah.
Now, for those that don't know, what kind of, because you could easily get into stunts. What are some of the things you do outside of work that are very stunt?
Well, that's, early on, because I've been in this business for 30 years, almost 30 years. I mean, over 30 years. So back then I knew I wanted to do stunts, so I did learn how to scuba dive. I learned how to skydive. I've always liked doing outside stuff.
Adrenaline junkie stuff.
Adrenaline junkie stuff, yeah. Now that I'm older, it's slowing down a little bit, but my adrenaline I love flying. I'm jealous that you're learning.
It's all on pause, but yeah.
Because I would like to do that. I love.
We should do it
being
together.
up high.
Then we can motivate each other to get it done.
Yeah.
That actually is a really good idea.
Yeah.
To give a little context too, I think that's how we kind of connected early on, is because let alone did you come to set every day. I mean, yes, you looked amazing, but you're so on top of your game. You're so prepared. You're so professional. And then when we're not filming, you're so much fun to be around. And you always look amazing, which is just cool. Like, you give this energy of just coolness. And then on top of it, we really bonded over the fact that we both scuba dive. I want to skydive. And we had talked about flying. And then for those that don't know, we also went to the Maldives together.
Yes.
And that was kind of revolved around, we're going to go scuba diving in the Maldives.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's do it.
Yeah.
And then the pandemic was like, hey, I'm going stir crazy in LA. Who wants to get into an RV? I leave on Tuesday. And you were like, me.
I'll go. Yeah. That was the best thing.
It was the best thing to get out and to get into nature. And it was very peaceful and a nice way to escape.
And we probably wouldn't have come back if
it wasn't for work. We're like, we gotta come back.
We just,
what was it?
Jane wanted her RV back.
Thank you, Jane, for letting us use the RV. But yes, that's right. She's
so
like,
long.
It was July 4th, right? She's like, I need it back by July 4th. Was it something like that?
It was something like that, but I think we were there because we were in Seattle. Weren't we in Seattle for July 4th?
I can't remember.
At the house. Yeah, I don't know. She did say, you need to come back. And we pushed it. We're like, well, we're going to come. How about...
Can we have a little bit more time? Just a little bit more time. That's right. That's what it was. Thank you, Jane.
So fun.
Yeah. So we definitely...
we both love to travel.
We love to travel. Let's get in. What else?
And you had been to Africa.
Or should we sit back? Oh, this is good. We can sit back, too. I always
Not
get...
a lot of people have been...
To Africa.
Yeah, you went to Africa. I really wanted to go.
Yeah, we bonded over a lot of things like that.
Yeah.
And we're still bonding today.
Yeah.
And then now you kind of reached out and you're like, I have this idea. You came to me, right? Is like how it started.
Yeah.
You mean not to come to me. You were just kind of talking. You didn't come to me directly. But you just were talking about how you wanted to take all your photos of your travels and life.
Yes.
I'll let you talk about it.
No. I don't want to.
Okay.
No, that's saying you were very encouraging for me to do something else.
I have always loved your photography. I think you have an amazing eye, and through your travels and through work, and you've always captured amazing shots on set. and I like have so many of your photos around my house in my
Yeah,
that main bathroom. Like
Yeah.
the photos I have of you
Me
on the
too.
wall.
I'll put those up too. Yeah.
And so you came to me when you said like, oh, I'm thinking I want to like sell my photos. And I was like, yes, do it. Because I just think it'd be such a beautiful thing to kind of share your art with the world.
It is fun. I like doing
Also
it.
beautiful.
Thank you. And yeah, it's kind of nice to have a side hustle right now with the industry doing what it's doing, which is next to nothing, really. So, but that was always a goal of mine to, once I retire out of the business, to have something else to do, and I always wanted it to be with traveling and photography. So it was always my plan, but I'm just starting it a little bit earlier now because I am going to retire.
You're like, as soon as I can.
Yeah, as soon as I can. So,
So is
Figuring it out
photography,
now.
just going back to like what the conversation really about today was, which is hobbies and passions and turning it
Yeah.
into something more, is so photography's always been a passion or a hobby of yours.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you
It
always you've always had this inkling even back then. You're like, I'll retire and then I'll continue to kind of make my photography into something else.
Well, I never thought I'd make it into something else. I just thought that I would have more time to travel and take pictures of stuff when I'm not working.
So what was your intention behind when you took photos? Were they just kind of for yourself?
Just for myself.
Okay.
I mean, I would take them for myself. I would always blow them up or frame them in my own house.
Yeah.
And then family members first started saying, hey, I want one of those. And so I would start giving them, framed photos to family members for birthdays or whatever. And then more and more friends started seeing stuff and asking. So
And I was like, give me your
It's
stuff. I want to put it on all my
yeah,
walls.
which I'm so happy that you did. Yeah. A lot.
And I wanted to, so I'll go to some questions. A
Yeah,
lot of people submitted a ton of questions, and thank you so much for submitting so many questions. I'll start just going through them, because there's a lot. So this is kind of already discussing it, but more specifically, at what point did you decide to turn photography into more of a business venture? Just recently?
About 5 minutes ago. No, just kidding. No, long enough where it's time consuming since I'm not. It takes a lot to do that because I have so many pictures because I've been taking pictures for years. So trying to go through all of them and pick out which ones I like, but also I think that other people would want to have on their wall. I guess I have to have two different mindsets, like have some available that are my favorites, but also kind of think how other people would want. It's art, so it's subjective.
Exactly.
So,
Well,
yeah.
and I was going to say, are you allowed, can you really be, and I always get those two confused, subjective and objective, but can you step back and really choose, like, what, I mean, all artists, we struggle with being able to really step back and see our own stuff, but, like, do you feel like you can step back and be like, I love, because there's so many more that I love,
Yeah.
and I know, like, you're the ones that you showed
Right.
me, and I'm like, why are you not doing this one, and this one, and this one, and this
Right.
one, and this? You're like, I just need to, like, frame
Right.
it perfect. It's just not.
Well, it's also because it's time consuming to get them to get them posted. It's
To get them up
Yeah,
and running.
it's getting faster and faster. So
Baby
hopefully,
steps.
yeah. Like I think when I tried to do a launch of this, what was it? It was a bit ago.
Etsy? Your Etsy
Yeah,
page?
yeah. I'm gonna start selling them there. I thought, oh, this is gonna be no big deal, and then
Was it more difficult?
yes, and then there's
Hiccups?
hiccups for sure. Yes,
Learning
learning
curves.
curves, hiccups. So I think I'm getting it down, and then once I get it more, then I can shift to some other platform.
Okay,
But
got
right
it.
now it's
Like Shopify.
something.
learning about
right
all these
now,
things.
I'm just gonna figure it all first. And
Baby
then-
steps,
baby
though.
steps.
Okay, I'll go to the next one. Let's see. Oh, when did your love for travel and photography begin? Do you remember the exact age?
No. Travel, I've always loved. Young. My mom and dad, they always took us traveling as young kids. I think the first time I was on a plane, I was not even a year old.
Okay.
So,
Do you remember the first place you ever went to?
yeah, Oslo, Norway. Cause
What?
Yeah.
Why?
My dad got a job. He decided to be a dentist in another country for a little bit.
I was gonna say your dad's a dentist. I was like, why is he traveling to Oslo, Norway to be? I love that though. I didn't know this
I'm
about
actually
you.
not sure. He might not have even been a dentist. They may have just got. You know what? I'm not entirely sure. I know I've heard the story, but
Okay, so there's like this whole thing which we won't go into, but like I believe there's a lot of spy stuff going on. So now your dad is just giving it.
Spy too, yeah.
Anyways, we won't talk about that. It's a whole side.
It's a whole side.
But so travel was always part of your life.
Always, yes. And my dad always taught us to spend our extra money on traveling, and that's what he did with us. Like every school break, every summer, like, and a lot of times when we were kids, we wouldn't stay in hotels. We would do a house swap. Where I guess it's kind of more popular now, but back in the 70s, we would swap houses with. One year we swapped houses with a family in Paris, and other places. So, and that was cool because then you have a house. It was way before Airbnb or anything like that, where you just swap.
Well, also too, when it comes to the photography element of things, you didn't grow up with cell phones.
No.
So, like, do you remember the first time you started using cameras and liked using them?
Yeah.
Were they disposables? Did you have a specific one?
Everything.
You had everything. So you just knew when they started coming.
Yeah. And then my grandpa, he had like an old Nikon body and some lenses. Mm-hmm. And so he gave them to me. And so I would actually travel with that stuff. And it weighed like, I don't know.
It's true. I was going to say, especially back then.
But I did, and all the film, and then you wouldn't, and that's the thing, like you wouldn't know what you took pictures of. Like you wouldn't know what you shot because you didn't get the film developed until you came back from your trip.
Yeah.
So then you'd relive it again, but you had to plan things out a little. No, well, you didn't, but I don't know. It was
more intentional. Do you feel like it had to just be more intentional with
yeah.
what you were doing?
Yeah. Now you just
take a bunch until you get the right one.
1,000 and then edit it down to 2 that you like.
Do you still have some of those old photos?
Yeah.
Really?
Sure, yeah.
You should sell those too. Put them out the world. I love that.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Because I love the story behind it too, and the fact that it's on film, which is, it just feels so much more.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're both great. I think your photography is amazing, but it would be cool to see the film as well. Okay, sorry. I'll keep on track with questions. What does that say? Okay, so since this is new, so this question might not be able to fully be able to answer it yet, but how do you keep believing in yourself and this idea and this passion when things don't go right the first time? Because there was a little hiccup.
There was a big...
Your first, Etsy, do you want to talk? We don't have to talk about it.
No, it was just, I'd never done it before.
Yeah.
I didn't know that certain things were set to default settings and screwed up a bunch of things, so, but... A lot of people are very patient, and luckily it's a platform where you can. Luckily, everyone was very nice and very patient. So, but everyone got their things. Everyone got their prints. Hopefully, you like them. I think you do.
I think everyone loves them. So, how do you keep going past that? Because a lot of people.
I don't know because I haven't.
Yes, you have.
No, it's still nerve wracking.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try and. Like I said, I'm gonna try and put more and more up because I have so many freaking pictures that I love, and then there's so many that other people love. They're like, you need to put this on, so it's time consuming because I can't spend 12 hours a day doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually I will sometimes, but things come up, life happens.
Do you feel like sometimes though you use life as an excuse to procrastinate?
Absolutely. I'm a huge procrastinator.
Which is, a lot of people are. It's just okay.
Which, you know me, at work.
You're not. No.
Work, there you have to get things done, you get it done, but with my personal life, there's no deadlines.
But at work, it's not for you, right?
It's not. No, it's not for me.
So when it can be,
yeah, I don't know. It's two different things.
Yeah.
Like two different brain sets. Yeah. No, but in my personal life, huge procrastinator.
Well, I'll keep nudging you every once in a while whenever I see when's it gonna be out. So anyways, but yes, so it's a learning curve, but you had a little hiccup, but you still are on the path to post more photos.
Yes, absolutely.
Which is great. So you're staying on track even though you had a little hiccup. Okay.
Life got in the way, but now things are.
Any advice to someone that runs into their own little hiccup?
Yeah, just get it done. Basically, just I'm not a list person, but I did find myself in the opposite. But I did find myself making a list, like, okay, what, you know, like with that, to not get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Write it down and be like, and then sometimes you write down like, oh, I just have to do 2 things. That's it. And then you do them. So
kind of
that
makes it
helps.
easier, right?
It does make it a little bit easier because a lot of things can seem very overwhelming.
Yeah.
But if you just, and then once I get it done, I'm like, well, that was stupid. Why did I wait 2 days to do that? Yeah.
But it's okay.
So,
and then
yeah.
you get better at kind of shortening
getting
that
better.
procrastination time,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah. It's but
It's the same thing when I go on a trip. I
Mm-hmm.
pack like the night before.
you and Emily, my gosh. I feel like I've become you guys a little bit more. I used to take days
Yeah.
before. Let's see. So it's kind of the same thing. What advice would you give? Would you give to get past the self-doubt stage while building a business? Like this because you feel like you're still going through it.
I feel like I have no authority to tell someone how to get over self-doubt because it's something that I
totally get
yeah.
that. But anything you can, honestly, I think the biggest thing is like everyone experiences the same thing. And I think it's more about being human that like you are experiencing self-doubt and you're
Yep.
continually experiencing self-doubt from what I'm hearing. And do you think it's what is the number one factor of letting you kind of get past that? Is it surrounding yourself with people that really kind of motivate you? Or is it believing in your own artwork and really wanting to put your artwork out there? Like, what do you think is the most motivating factor that gets you past that self-doubt?
It's a combination of everything. I definitely was most encouraged by people telling me I should because, and you know, even years ago when people told me that, I was like, yeah, whatever, you know. So yeah, having reinforcement from other people in your life, really helps.
Good.
And then I do have the passion to do it. I'm learning because I don't know how to do it all yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I know it's in me to do it. I just have to figure out how to do it. And I know that with social media and all that stuff today, it's easier, but it's also, there's so many different ways to do it now.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of muddles it a little bit too.
Yeah, I could see that. See that. Trying to figure out which path to take and how to promote it and how to put it out there and where to put it out and what site.
Yeah.
But it's all kind of like a learning curve, right?
It's all a learning curve.
And it's okay.
Yeah. And that things are going to change all the time. Like, I don't know what's going to come up next, honestly.
But that's good. It's constantly evolving.
Yeah. I didn't think that I would be, you know, when I was carrying 25 pounds of equipment, I never thought that some of my best pictures would be taken on my iPhone, which they are, because that's pretty much all I use now.
It's a beautiful thing. I tell people a lot, even in the world that we live in, like the beautiful thing is people that want to get into editing, directing, acting. I'm like, you have a camera that is at your fingertips that everyone owns. Use it. Just use it.
Right.
And practice with it and start to you know.
And editing is something I'm getting into because I've never been big on editing because I'm from film.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was and so.
That you can't really edit.
Where you couldn't edit, but so you would take the time to make sure that all the lighting and everything was good for the picture when you took it, and not just take a picture and be like, oh, I'll just fix it later because that wasn't my thing. It had to be perfect first.
Yeah.
There was no making it better. So now that there's all these tools like Lightroom and all that stuff to make pictures better, I like it, but I'm still not relying on it because I still like the challenge of shooting it good first.
I was gonna say, you really take the time to set up a lot of your shots. Now, of course, like sometimes you just take photos, but in the moment. But there's like some of your most amazing shots, like you set up the tripod, like you make sure this looks right, like you very much are intentional because I love your stuff the way it is, and sometimes you're like, I need to touch it up, and I'm like, no, you don't. It's perfect the way it is.
Yeah.
So I get that, like, you're wanting it to be perfect, but can art ever be perfect?
No. That's the great thing. That's the thing that you feel like, it's good.
I love that.
But you know, I like things that are centered.
Yes.
I like composition.
Yep.
I'm still learning more about lighting, and there's so much to learn about editing, but I don't want to rely on. I'm not going to rely
on like past tools. Yeah.
No, I don't want to rely
like post tools. I mean,
post tools.
Yeah.
I'm not going to rely on AI, and I'm not going to rely on tweaking colors so much that it looks fake.
Which is some people's aesthetic. I mean, some people they want to kind of, but that's not yours.
And I do appreciate that with a lot of work because I like it, and I have been tweaking my own photos to make them look like hyper colored or something like that. But I don't know. It's not. It's
Play around with
right
it.
now. It's still. I'm sticking to my classic, my old aesthetic of just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Good. Do you have a favorite photo?
No, because
I can imagine that'd be hard.
there's so much. Because every photo is like a different part of my life that I like, So I get asked that a lot, and I have favorite photos from different places, and because they all remind me of something else. So
Yeah.
no,
I get it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's always hard. Actors, who's your favorite actor? What's your favorite project? Like,
Right.
it's impossible. As an artist, it's impossible
Yeah.
to say the favorite. Like, how do you define favorite? But it's a good question to always ask. Do you prefer taking pictures of people or landscapes?
landscapes. I'm trying to get better at taking pictures of people.
You
Like,
take
I
really
do,
good pictures
yeah.
of yourself. You always cover your face. No one knows it's you.
Okay,
But
not
if
my
there's
face.
usually if there's a photo, if there's somebody in one of your pictures besides us actors,
Right.
it's usually you.
Right.
Like the ones I have
That
in
is
the
true.
other room.
I always forget that. Yeah, you're right. I do like taking things, landscapes and stuff, and I do wait a long time. I have no problem waiting a long time to make sure that there's no people in a shot, But when it happens where like a person walks in, like actually some of my favorite shots are when someone that I don't know just walks into the shot
Like the
and
umbrella
lines
one?
up perfectly, like the
In
umbrella
Spain.
one.
Oh, I love this
Yeah.
one shot. Yeah.
Those make me happy, and some of those are like when someone
That perfect
lines
moment.
up and I just wait for it to get completely centered or exactly where, and then take it. Those are very satisfying to
So
capture.
for you, do you feel photography a lot about it is waiting for that precise moment?
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
the
that's
lighting, the
my
people, the things, the stuff. Yeah.
waiting. Yeah, not just. Yeah, like I said, composing it while you're taking it, not later in the edit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Well, it
that's
shows.
the
I mean, your art is phenomenal. Your photography is phenomenal. What does it say? I'm sorry. I'm also like trying to lean in. Usually I'm much
Oh,
closer
yeah.
to my iPad. I'm like
Oh,
so
sorry.
blind.
I know. I made her do this not separate. So.
Which I think people appreciate because a lot of times we have reception issues and internet issues, but at the same time too, you're like, listen, I'm not Instagram savvy, Danielle. We're doing it sitting next to each other. And I was like, okay, deal. I was like, we just have to be further away from the thing. So social media, as we all know, is a huge factor in starting a business, trying to get yourself out there. Is that something you use for your photography? And then, if so, what kind of impact is it having at all on your business?
That's a good question. I mean, I've always posted on Instagram, but only for like my friends and family and stuff. And then
Is your
know that
account
it's a
private?
tool. No, it's
Okay,
not.
so like,
mean,
I
it
just
used
never
to-
know.
no.
I never know because I
It's
follow
not
you.
private, and I do, but I fell off posting a lot.
You
know?
did.
I did. I really
You used
did.
to
I used
post
to do
a
it a lot
lot.
more, and then I just, social media just, I don't know. It's very draining, and I love it. I think like everyone, love-hate relationship with it.
Yeah.
I do know that I should use it as a tool to get my work seen more, but it's also a thing where I'm like, you have to invest a lot of time to do it right.
How do you deal
That's
with?
what I'm learning too.
And maybe it's just something that's new. This is a question that just came to mind. Is like, how do you deal with copyright issues? Because the thing is, with on social media, can people
Right.
just steal the photo? I mean, it's
Right.
probably not as good a quality if they just stole it off. I don't even know if that's
Right.
really possible. If it's just, but is that something you worry about with social media, that people can kind of just
Yeah.
take your art?
I am luckily, a lot of stuff that I've taken, mostly you guys in Station 19 has gotten reposted, but it's I take that as a compliment too.
Yeah.
I don't, as far as my knowledge, it's never been used negatively or
Yeah.
anything. Hopefully it won't. Now that I'm going to start selling them, you will notice that a lot of them, I will put a watermark on them just for the display purposes.
Yeah.
So if they are, if someone does take a screen grab of it, my name will be on it. So, but even that, you can erase anything. So it's like,
It's the hard thing
whatever.
these days.
But I am starting now, put watermarks on stuff when necessary if I'm going to post it online. But
Yeah.
but not.
It's just something to think about, right?
It
Because so
is.
quickly things can be kind of snatched and then either presented as their own or kind of just used in a way that maybe people don't realize as being, not doing the right thing, but kind of like,
Right.
hey, like, can you keep,
Yeah.
can you not,
Right.
like, bring people to my page to look at my art, but please don't, like,
Don't
steal it and
steal
put it
it.
on your
I
page.
know.
Yeah. It's interesting. We're all navigating, I think, that element of social media and just the internet in general. Any public platform that...
Any public.
Yeah.
Anything.
Sorry, I went down a
it's
thing
all
with
scary.
that.
No.
Has travel changed? Going back to the travel, now there's I want to make sure there's any more photography questions that I had copied and pasted. Any advice on how to network so far? Have you been networking? Because you did also, to the part you're leaving out, is you did have a piece of, was it 1 or 2 pieces that were in a gallery a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Remember that art gallery? I asked.
10.
Was it 10
Yeah.
prints?
Yeah.
How many? Were all 10 on the wall when I went to the gallery?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. The whole, yeah.
How many years ago was that?
I feel
My
like
memory's
it was,
fading me.
I feel like it was.
Fading me? That doesn't make sense.
I should know this. I think it was 2019. Yeah, it was,
Oh,
it was before
pandemic.
pandemic.
Yeah.
The winter of 2019.
I mean, because that was an element of was that a part of networking, or did you feel like...
No, actually, that was because of Instagram. Someone,
Perfect
Yeah.
way, perfect segue.
that was because I was posting on Instagram,
Yeah.
and someone, I still remember Courtney Rackley. I had never met her, but she had always been a real fan of my photos and stuff, and so she contacted me to see if I wanted to be involved in this show. It was like
Gallery.
a gallery, a collective of local artists, and so that was cool.
So interesting.
Yeah.
So do you feel like maybe if you start posting again on social media, those opportunities might come to you more? Would you encourage people to post their artwork on social media, because in that way you're kind of using social media as a networking tool,
Right.
to reach people all
Yeah.
over the world?
I am not sure. Yeah, I think I'm still...
You can say I'm not sure.
No, it's
You're
just
like,
that I'm
I'm not
not
sure.
an authority. I don't...
Yeah.
There's so many pros and cons. I
Yeah.
mean, yes, it's a valuable tool to get for people to know who you are,
Yeah.
but sometimes you want something that's more, I don't know what the word, not concrete, but more professional, more of more of a, I don't know what the word is,
I'm trying to read your
I
mind.
know.
I'm not sure what you mean.
I'm not sure what I'm. See, this is because I'm not an authority on this, so I don't know.
You mean you want those connections that you're making to be more in a professional setting?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. So you'd rather have what you have a portfolio essentially,
Right.
and you bring it to a gallery or something. You'd rather that type of.
I guess.
I mean, I don't know either. I don't know this world at all, so I'm
Right.
kind of just coming up with ideas based on probably movies I've seen.
I don't know. Yeah, I think that's the thing. For me too, I haven't said out loud or to myself exactly what my goal is.
So you're figuring it out.
I'm figuring it out.
Which is good. So you're figuring it, but the truth is what's so beautiful is that you took the leap.
Yeah.
You've been talking about this for a while, and people have been encouraging you for a long time, but you finally took the first step.
Mm-hmm.
And you're still figuring it out. But the thing is you're moving forward regardless if you're kind of it's bumpy road with hiccups and stuff, because you're you've been talking and thinking about doing this for so long.
Yeah.
So yeah, but
know.
you're figuring it out. You
Figuring it out.
You
I
didn't
got time.
You didn't. What I'm hearing, and correct me if I'm wrong, is you didn't go, I'm going to do all this research. I'm going to figure everything out. I know exactly how to do things. And everything's going to go perfect, and then I'm going to do it. You kind of were just screw it. I'm going to do it, and let's see where this goes.
Well, that's why it's taken so long, because I'm doing it so piecemeal. I don't have a plan.
But sometimes that's the best
Yeah,
plan
right,
to
yeah.
have is
Right.
to not have a plan, and then you're more
Not have
open
a
to how
plan.
things unfold, right?
Yeah, I think that I probably should get more of a plan, because it's going to be easier to follow.
But don't put your pressure
No,
on yourself.
no.
You're doing great right now.
This question,
Which one?
have you ever put your photos into a coffee table book?
Yes, I know you saw this
Even
question.
a bunch
you're
of my friends have asked me that, and first I would. I mean, I've made
She
books
should.
for my
I think she
family
should.
and stuff. My first question was do people buy books anymore? I mean,
yes,
I do. I buy books.
I have
but,
coffee table books all over the house.
That is something I could do. But what would I do it like? Would I do it per country or per?
I think you could start. Is there a world where you could start creating a layout of a book? Because I'm sure there's a software system or a
it's not
site
hard to,
where you can start putting the pictures in and laying them out, and kind of probably see how it all pieces together. You maybe do your travel ones, and then, like you said, you start doing it by country you've been to, or it's the entertainment and it's the different jobs you've been on.
That's true.
It'd be cool to kind of see. I mean, I think what's so beautiful is your pictures really, they're not just like one specific, there's a style you have. Like you said, everything is very centered, symmetrical. Your lighting is all very similar, but like you take beautiful landscapes, you take beautiful pictures of people on set, you take beautiful pictures. It's all true. So it's like, I think I would love it if you just took that first step and started putting together a coffee table book.
Right.
And then maybe a year from now, you finally...
What's the first one you would want to see? Like,
I love your travel stuff.
right.
But I'm used to being on set all the time.
right.
So, I mean, but I'm sure...
But which country? Or should I do that's the thing.
Your Africa pictures, like all the pictures that
Africa.
you've taken from Africa, your African pictures, like...
That is something I need to...
Are amazing.
I have so many Africa pictures. And right now on the Etsy site, there's only 2 because I have so many that I have to comb
But
through.
also, too, like, there's a world where, like, each country could be, like, 3 photos. Like, the coffee table book doesn't have to be 100 pages. Like, it could be a simple one at first.
True.
Start small and go from there.
Yeah. I did do one a long time ago when I went to Bolivia and Peru.
Yeah.
I made, and again, it was just kids' faces, like all the kids that I met along the way. And it was really cute. And I gave it to the guides and stuff like that. So.
See?
But yeah,
I love this.
I could do that. Just deciding.
This is, I mean, we're kind of answering all of these kind of questions as we go along, but it's like, how best can you prioritize a side hustle alongside your job? Like, are you finding that balance, which I think you've already kind of verbalized, like finding that balance of doing the work and working at the same time?
Yeah, because right now I have the opportunity because I'm not working full time because I'm only working a couple days a week on another show. That's.
I was like, I think you're allowed to say your show you work on. I'm not sure.
Just a couple days a week on Grey's Anatomy because of all the people I know from there. But so since I'm not working every day, I do have the time to put more into the photography and stuff like that. So that's been helpful.
Are you happy to be more on a schedule like this right now? I mean, obviously, financially, we always want to work more.
Right. I'm still not used to it. I was so used to
the insane, grueling.
Well, but that's what I know. You know, I've been doing it for working on sets for 30 years. So that's what I know. Mm-hmm. And so I would work hard, and then when we were on hiatus, I would travel. So that was so now that I'm only working a couple days a week and like having time to do stuff on a Wednesday is super weird because I'm going to wake up tomorrow thinking that tomorrow's Sunday. You know, like I'm just used to having Saturdays and Sundays off. So it's helpful, but my brain still hasn't figured that out yet.
Got it. So sometimes trying to figure out that downtime is almost, it's sounding what I'm hearing you're saying is downtime is actually hard to figure out how to prioritize.
Yes, because like I said, when I'm in my own personal life, I procrastinate. If I'm at work, I get everything done and I get it done really well.
But what I'm also hearing is that lists. Sorry, my stomach's
lists
growling. Both of our stomachs are growling. It's a thing I say. Like, I'm not hungry, but every time I do a WeChat, there is the biggest spider behind your head.
No, it's not that big.
I mean, he's just a daddy long leg, so he's harmless.
Yeah.
Hi, buddy.
He's big though.
He's a big one. Usually they're up high. I just saw something moving behind you.
Oh,
but I've been saying is you what? Tell me.
I can't remember.
I know because it rubbed off. You wrote it was Utah. It was Smith and Morehouse, Utah.
Ariel told us to go. Is this where we were? Like one of the first places we went?
Oh God, I can't remember. I'd have to look at like some nice
Utah
photos
we
and
were first,
timestamps.
Yeah.
Sorry. So we went on a tangent.
I know, sorry.
But also our stomachs growled, and it makes me feel good to know that your stomach growled too, because like I know you eat, and like, and so like just the fact that like I don't know what it is.
Because it's lunchtime.
Is that what it is? But like I swear, every time I do a WeChat, my stomach growls. So I'm glad that yours is growling with me. Okay, so how have you actually gotten? There was a question about how do you deal with negative comments and opinions from people that are around you when you're creating a business, or even people that are saying like, oh, don't do that aren't really optimistic. Do you get negative comments about your art, or have you had anyone that's kind of been like, I don't know if you should do that hasn't been as optimistic?
No, but I haven't asked anyone's opinion. You know, like I
besides me and Jason and like you and like a couple other people.
No, I think for the most people have been supportive. Not that but no, and I don't read comments about anything really. I usually don't.
So is that something though? Do you feel like engaging in comments? So engaging in comments is not something you want to do. Like it's just not a part of. You want to post.
I know
your
it's
pictures
something
and
you're
not-
supposed to do now.
You don't have to.
I know you don't have to, but yeah, that's the whole engagement thing is a little weird. Not weird, but just I don't know. If
Does
I'm
it feel
built for it.
daunting?
Yes. for
And
sure.
what about it feels daunting?
Because I don't know it well. You know, like I like to do things that I'm good at. I don't know. I don't know. I'm from a. I don't know. It is daunting.
But isn't that an interesting thing of like, we only become good at things once we do them more and more and more and more.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
there's this, and I'm not saying you have to engage in comments,
Right.
but that I also understand that sometimes like that's something that's really hard for people.
Yeah.
Especially people that are more introverts or behind the scenes
yeah.
or like, you know, you're like, I don't know what to say.
Right. I'm
Like,
not
here's
good.
my art. Go.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
If you like it. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like this is not something I usually do. You know.
I'm trying to get it out of you though.
But I don't know.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
So you really haven't. What I'm hearing though too is you haven't really dealt with, which is great. Like any real negative feedback or negative commentary or people really saying like, "No, Alicia, you shouldn't put your art out there." You haven't heard that yet.
No.
And I
not
would say
that.
yeah, maybe it'll never happen, but like that hasn't really been something because you're surrounded with people that support you.
Yeah.
You haven't heard that yet.
No, but I haven't really
Put yourself out there. In
exactly.
That
I
sense.
haven't put
Okay.
myself out there in that sense.
But no one's been discouraging.
No one's been discouraging.
Good.
No one. Yeah, no.
Good.
Yeah, people have been like, I think you should do that. Yeah, because like you said, I don't. It's not like it's something I ask people either. Like,
Yeah.
do you think I should do this? You know, I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah.
I've had people tell me I should. So
So you're like, okay,
Yeah.
I guess I'm
Right.
doing this.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the best piece of advice that you've received so far as a business owner? Which I know that you also don't love to hear
Yeah.
that because you feel like it's not really a business.
it's not yet.
But it is.
Again, I'm not an authority. It is.
But it is. You are making. I mean,
It's
you,
exciting.
You have sold your pictures.
I have sold.
So that's a
some
business.
pictures. Yes, that is true. It is exciting to learn stuff. I don't. It's a. What am I trying to say?
I don't know.
It's good. What have I learned?
Like what advice?
what
What advice?
advice?
What's the best advice that you've been given so far? Do you feel
To just do it.
good?
You know, to just
Yeah.
know, if you're thinking it, do it.
Yeah.
Which I didn't for a long time. So just yeah,
Are you really
Just to
happy that
try.
you're now doing it? Are you
Yes.
wishing you had done it sooner?
absolutely.
Okay.
I am absolutely wishing I had done it sooner.
So what advice?
It's totally something I should have started doing long ago, but I definitely should have started doing it like during all the downtime during the pandemic and stuff too, because
Yeah.
I would have had the time to get to do it well, and instead of not.
But you also
Yeah.
can't go back and like hold
No, you
that.
can't go
like,
back.
Yeah, and regret something that
Right.
you're doing it now, which is so great.
But I do wish I had done it earlier, and I do wish I had before everyone else thought of it. Is taking pictures for hotels and stuff. 'Cause I
Oh my
love
God.
traveling. Because I would.
Your picture hotels would be amazing. You could do a coffee table book just of pictures of a hotel and like sell it to the
Yeah.
hotel and be like, here's pictures of your hotel.
Well, because for so long I would take ever since Instagram started, I would
Yeah.
always take pictures of the hotels and places I stayed at, and I would post them, and then the majority of it, they would repost them. A lot of them would but they would repost them on there, and I would I get really excited, but now I've learned. Well, fuck! I should have asked them to pay me for those. Yeah.
Well, that's what's so hard about
yeah.
artists, right? Is most artists will work for free. We
Yeah.
don't realize. We're like, oh
I
yeah, no,
know.
put it out there. I just want to put out my
Yeah.
art out there. And then we realize that actually we should be getting paid for our art.
Yeah.